Okay class, today what we will be doing is word problems, solving systems. This is just what you have seen the rest of the week, but this is in a word problem and you have to set up the equation yourself. Okay, number 1, the first word problem, it says, the band Booster Club is selling coffee and hot chocolate at the soccer games. Both drinks are sold in the same paper cup. They sold $272.25 worth of hot drinks and used a total of 275 cups at the last game. If hot chocolate sells for $1.25 and coffee sells for 75 cents, how many of each type of hot drinks did they sell? Now, they're telling you they're selling coffee and hot chocolate, so that's two things. Coffee and hot chocolate, meaning you need two variables. Okay, first thing, you have to figure out what variables. For coffee and hot chocolate, you can either use C for coffee or A and H for hot chocolate, or you can just use X and Y. So which one would you prefer? Okay, X and Y. Okay, so go ahead and write down your variables. You have X is for hot chocolate, and Y is for coffee. There you go. Those are your two variables you need, X and Y. Now, they're telling you they sold 275 cups in total. So, to find out how many of each you sold, you need two equations. You need these two added, hot chocolate and coffee, so it's X plus Y equals, what's the total of cups they sold? 275, that's correct. Very good. Now, for the next equation, you want to know the cost. So, for coffee, how much did it sell for? Yes, $1.25, very good. So $1.25 was for hot chocolate. So $1.25, what's the variable for hot chocolate? X, very good. And then plus, how much did the coffee sell for? 75 cents, very good. So it's 0.75, and the variable for coffee is? Yes, Y, very good. And then you equals this to the total amount they sold at the soccer games. So it says here it sold $272.25 worth of hot drinks. So that's the total of both. So you equals this to 272.25. Okay, so there are your two equations. Now, to solve for them, you just input these into your calculator and it automatically solves for you. Now, the answer that I got, which all of you should have gotten also, was 132.143. That's how it gives it to you, like if it's a point. Now, since you input it, the X variable first, it's telling you it sold $132 worth of hot chocolate. So go ahead and put it in a word format. Don't leave it as a scientific format. So you go ahead and put hot chocolate 132, and coffee is the next number, which is 143. Good job. Coffee 143. So there you go. Very simple to solve this problem. Now we will be going to number 3, which you will be doing on your own, but I'm going to lead you on how you will be doing this problem. Okay, go to the back of the page, and it reads, Treebolt High School is running an inventory of graphing calculators. They have 2 types, TI-83 Plus and TI-83 Plus Silver Edition. Now, records show they purchased 350 calculators for a total of $37,750. If TI-83 Plus costs $95 and TI-83 Plus Silver Edition costs $125, how many of each type of calculator should the school have in inventory? Now, it's telling you they have 2 types of calculators. They bought the TI-83 Plus and the TI-83 Plus Silver Edition. So how many variables will you need? 2? Good job. You need 2 variables. Now for this one, there's nothing else you can use other than X and Y that it won't be confusing. So you have 2 variables. Which are X and Y. Those are the 2 variables you will be using. Now for X, you will use the TI-83 Plus. That's for X. TI-83 Plus. And for Y, you will use the TI-83 Plus Silver Edition. So X will be TI-83 Plus and Y will be TI-83 Plus Silver Edition. Now that you've figured out the 2 variables, you need to figure out the 2 equations that you need. Just like in number 1, you will have 2 equations to solve this word problem. Now it's telling you they purchased 350 calculators in total. So what do you have to add for the total of calculators? The 2 variables, which are the 2 calculators. So it's X plus Y equals, how many calculators did they sell? Very good, 350. And what's the second equation? What do you need to figure out? The cost. Very good. So it's telling you the TI-83 Plus costs $95. So what was TI-83 Plus? What variable? X. Good job. So it's 95 X plus, how much did the TI-83 Plus Silver Edition cost? 125, very good. So it's plus 125Y, and then you equals it to the total amount they purchased, which is, who can tell me how much they spent on the calculators? Very good, $37,750. So these are your two equations that you need. Now, you just input them into the calculator and solve for the equations.